Hello everyone and welcome to my first video on my VR experience and how it's gonna go. I thought I'd make it because it's a pretty new technology. Well, I mean it's slowly becoming mass available, and for one time I thought I'd get on board with the new technology while it's still new. I usually tend to wait until the prices go down. I'm not really I don't really need to be at the forefront of what's going on. And some might argue this isn't really even being at the forefront already. It's already available everywhere. But for once, I thought it would be nice to be on board when things are new and get to be one of the people that uh, not have to rely on old stuff basically and information that's already available, but be able to discover it on my own. I'm interested in VR. Well, this was the choice for me because I tried it years ago in the mid 90s. I was in Canada. I was a kid. And I had the opportunity to test a really old version of virtual reality. And it was awesome. It was amazing. It was at I think, well, I don't remember exactly where it was. It was some exhibition, I think a Toronto exhibition or something like that. And they had a booth available with like a 5 minute test, and graphics were really old, and it was like a shooter game, one person against another, and but the experience was so amazing. The feeling of being able to immerse yourself in a different world, in a different environment, was so incredible that it always kind of stayed with me for years later. And I was always surprised from the fact that VR never really seemed to take off. I had tried it. I was a kid, so I was 9 or 10 or something, and I felt okay. This is probably going to be the next big thing in gaming, and I waited for it for a long time, and I figured, well. It's going to have to happen soon. There will be the moment when it'll become available, and it never happened. It just kind of disappeared from the radar. People didn't even know what it was. I used to talk about this experience later on in later years, and it was almost as if I was talking about something that never really existed. And since my whoa, sorry about that. Just grabbing a drink. Should have prepared this video a little better. So, Netherlands. So, for years I thought, it's gonna be big. It's going to come. I've had this amazing experience, and 3D TVs came out, and some kind of technologies that promised to be similar to VR and stuff, but never really the real deal. I never really got to see the goggles and the actual immersive feeling until a couple of years ago when we started having the first. I remember like those Google Cardboard glasses. That was kind of oh whoa, well maybe something cheap. Well, very cheap, obviously, but it was kind of going finally in the right direction. Not a 3D TV, not something that you watch, but something you're immersed in. So basically, this is what drove me to buy this set, and this is what is going to be, well, this is what I plan to be using. I hope there's going to be a bunch of videos going on. I'd like to kind of, I'm a real noob, you could say, in this sense. I don't have a lot of technological knowledge about the VR, about VR. I haven't been immersed in it ever since it came out. So I just went to the store and picked up a kit. Price seemed decent enough. There was a nice bundle I was interested in. So I said, well, it's now or never. And, well, it's now or when it's cheap and old. So I said, it has to be now. I want to feel that, feel the cutting edge of technology again. So here we go. This is the kit I bought. It was... well, two different stores. It was a gaming store. I bought, they had this bundle, they had the VR kit. get the glasses. It's the second edition of the glasses. So, well, if you're new to it, as I am, you'll soon discover there are two iterations of the goggles, actually. The difference is slight. There's some HDR capability if you use compatible TVs, so high-end TVs or something like that. I don't know about it. I don't really need it. It just happens to be the newer model in the bundle I bought, so that's cool. It has integrated headphones instead of detachable headphones, I guess, although you can still use your own if you want. And the bundle comes with PlayStation VR Worlds, which, from what I understand, is kind of a... there's a bunch of demos, maybe, small games. I was told it's pretty interesting. So yeah, so there we go. There's Gran Turismo, always cool, obviously, driving game. But what brought me to buy it is Skyrim. Skyrim is one of my favorite games. Mostly for the fact that it's the closest thing to Morrowind, which is probably my all-time favorite game. So to be able to have a close, flavor of my absolute all-time favorite game, the closest thing in VR was a huge incentive. I actually started thinking seriously about buying the kit when I discovered Skyrim was available in VR. Skyrim is a nice game, I like it, but if you have the chance to play Morrowind, that's really the best. And so that's the main reason why I bought it. So the bundle, it was a pretty decent. And there's the camera. I think it's the new edition of the camera. I think there are two versions. This should be the new one, if I'm not mistaken. But as I say, this is kind of a noob's guide to VR. So yeah, forgive me if I have some inconsistent information. I'll try to do my best not to have it, but. So now this is my Christmas present to myself. So yeah, I'm opening it a little early, but that's because I want to be playing it over the weekend and over the holiday season. I don't want to have to be setting it up, so I'll be setting it up tonight. And hopefully I'll make a video with the setup, because from what I've seen, there's a lot of info around about, there's people talking about graphics and this and that, but maybe it's really basic, but I haven't seen a lot of info. Maybe I haven't looked for it well enough, but there's not a lot of info on the setup itself, so maybe that could be useful to someone. And my idea is to, just make some random videos. I don't know, there's no plan for them actually, but I'd like to just, show the technology and hopefully get some people on board if it's really cool. And if it sucks, well, show you that it sucks. And it might not be worth it. From what I'm being told so far, it's quite worth it. So, and I have to also add, this was a spur of the moment buy. I'm not really into impulsive buying, and but yeah, I just decided to go for it. Okay, so I talked enough. Let's go. Let's see the unboxing. So, okay, PlayStation bundle, as obviously you can see, PlayStation 4 required. I did not have one, I had an old PlayStation 3, so I had to also go buy a PlayStation 4. So yeah, I did have to fork out more cash than I would normally be willing to, but yeah, there you go. So, let's use a nice bottle opener to proceed, and let's see what's in the kit. Well, actually, let's start from the PlayStation. Let's move Skyrim, because that's just a game. So let's see what I got with the PlayStation. Let's make it quick, because my battery's also dying. I should have really planned this a little better. So, packaging. There's always more packaging than I would like. Some people really like the whole experience of unboxing stuff. Oh, focus. Sorry, guys. I can't say I'm a huge fan of it. I don't like keeping packaging all over my house. I don't have enough room for it. So let's just quickly run through PlayStation. So I got a controller, classic PlayStation controller. I'm sure most of you already have it. So there's no HDMI cable. Some little headphones, a USB cable, a bunch of booklets and instructions, probably warranty, I'm guessing. Obviously power cable. And I'm guessing the next thing will be the console itself. Sorry for the setup, people. I didn't plan this, as I told you, so I'll hopefully have a better setup in the future. There's a CD. Yeah, CD. I still call them CDs, I guess. It's probably a DVD. Okay, full game down. Oh, voucher code. Nice. Thank you. PlayStation. Well, thank you, Sony. Well, thank you. I'm paying enough, I guess, that I don't really need to thank for a full game voucher code. But here's the console. It's actually smaller than, I haven't ever played, to be honest, with the PlayStation 4. It's the slim version, 500 gigabytes. It looks nice, whatever. This is not my main concern at the moment, so it goes to the side. The main concern is the VR kit, so let's see a little about that. So this is one of the rare times I'm really kind of excited about something I buy. I normally buy things I need, or I feel I need, and not things I just want. So, oh shit, well, let's try not breaking the box, maybe. Perhaps. Fucking shit. Oh, okay, well, that did not go as planned. Why the fuck do they make these boxes so tight? That's what I'd like to know. Okay, seems to be coming out. Sorry for all the shakiness, but it is Christmas after all, and this is how I open my presents. Well, you know what? Fuck this shit. This is just the bundle box. So I'm gonna just rip it. There you go. Thank you, Sony, for making it hard to reach my gift. Self-bought gift. Box is really cool, nice and sturdy, but I don't care about the box. Let's see what's inside. Another box. Jesus. What the fuck? They really... Okay, so there's the... let's keep that for later. Let's first check what's in this box. Bunch of instructions I'm going to read later and go through maybe in another video, so... I'll try... I wanted to keep this video much shorter. It's already running way... Oh! Okay, a nice microfiber cloth, a screen cleaner. Touch of class. Some more paperwork. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to blur this out. Yeah, what an asshole. Okay, or cut that out, actually. Okay, power cable. Yeah, power adapter and cable. Camera. It's smaller than I thought. Camera support. A USB cable, headphones, which I thought were integrated, apparently they're not. So maybe I have the, well, I don't know, who knows. This, I guess, is the control box for the headset. So there's a lot of cables involved. I'm getting the feeling there's going to be an HDMI cable. And now, let's see. Let's see the main attraction. So here we go, kind of wrapped in garbage bag. So, not as cool as I would have thought, but I mean, it's not the wrapping that makes the difference. But here are the goggles, or the headset, if we want to be more specific. Feels well built. It's kind of pretty sturdy. It's padded all over. I guess this is to tighten tighten the headset. There's a button to release, but I'll go through the details in some other video, I guess. Branded, obviously. There's branding. Well, not that much actually. It's pretty discreet. There's something here, so oh yeah, it's protecting more branding. And as you can see, the headset itself, it doesn't tilt. I thought it would kind of tilt up. Well, we'll discover all this stuff later. But here's the headset. So you see, you have your two screens. You have a nose piece with some nice soft silicone or something like that. Some soft rubbery material to, you know, ease pressure on your nose, I guess. The whole padding around, like to keep light and stuff out of your vision, is nice and soft and rubbery and elasticy. Feels good. Looks like there's enough room for... Hey everyone, my battery died obviously in the middle of a rant that was getting a little too long, an unboxing that was getting too long. So I'll cut it short. Thank you for watching. I'll start setting it up. Hopefully, well, first I have to charge my battery again, of course. But next video I hope will be the setup, and I won't go through the setup of the PlayStation because obviously a bunch of people already have that. But I will go through the setup of the goggles, of the VR, and yeah, and then hopefully it's time to play. And so yeah, thanks for watching, and see you soon.